Sweet, okay. So, for this video, we are going to talk about the Book of Discipline, which is basically the Constitution for the United Methodist Church. They come out with a new one every 4 years after they vote on a whole bunch of stuff they'd want to change in it at General Conference, which is the big whole countrywide thing. And there are certain passages in the Book of Discipline that specifically pertain to LGBT issues.
Okay, so Ashley talked about that we are going to be discussing certain sections of the Book of Discipline that deal with the United Methodist Church's stance on homosexuality. So while we might be reading little excerpts from the Book of Discipline, we would like to remind everyone that it's more of an informative, explanatory kind of little session here, not necessarily our viewpoints on the issue and the topic of homosexuality within the United Methodist Church, because clearly in our in the purpose of the God Squad, we've recognized that we as a group, and we're kind of recognizing that as a church community, there are certain aspects of the Book of Discipline that we do not necessarily agree with. So basically, this video is more informative, not opinion-based. So that is that.
So one of them is the ceremonies for union, which is the marriage part. It's specifically paragraph 341.6. It says, ceremonies that celebrate homosexual unions shall not be conducted by our ministers and shall not be conducted in our churches. That basically means that you are not allowed to marry a gay couple in the church, or really at all, even if they're, in the parking lot outside of the church. Nowhere on United Methodist Church property are you allowed to do that. In this section, generally it will reference you to a disciplinary code, 2702, where it says that this is a chargeable offense, meaning potentially that you could lose your ordination status for marrying a gay couple. You wouldn't get arrested and thrown into jail, but you'd potentially lose your job and everything that you've been working towards for years. So that's no fun. And then there's also one about ordination candidacy. That's 304.3. It says, while persons set apart by the church for ordination ministry are subject to the frailties of the human condition and pressures of society, they are required to maintain the highest standards of holy living in the world. The practice of homosexuality is incompatible with Christian teaching. Therefore, self-avowed practicing homosexuals are not to be certified as candidates, ordained as ministers, or appointed to serve in the United Methodist Church. Now, self-avowed practicing homosexual means that you have told a bishop, a district superintendent, or others in a very long list of things that I honestly cannot remember. That's my bad. It was very long and wordy. That you are a practicing homosexual. Basically, how I interpreted this means that you can be openly gay, however, you have to be single and celibate, therefore you're not practicing, you're just gay. So it's either lie and live your life in the closet, or live a lonely single life forever.